Comms check, comms check. Okay, this is Command HQ. You are clear to engage. You are clear to engage. All right. Here we are. Boom. Active in combat. We're going. By we're going, I'm gonna hit this on auto. So I'm doing the, I just run a little behind schedule and I was messing around here. This is the brand new event for the limited time event. I already forgot the name of it. Wings on the something or other. What are these guys? Level 15. Yeah, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna hit this button here. And I'm just gonna talk while the AI somehow plays this game in a very horrible manner. Yeah, I was doing the, I just finished up Chapter 8 from the new story release that they put out with this patch, and pretty good. Things are starting to get spicy. Story is finally picking up pace and starting to... Okay, so she is going to do something. I'm sorry, I'm always dumbfounded by the AI and all the weird decisions that it makes. It's almost like a weird... Like, it's kind of like watching a plane crash, right? Like, it's like, oh man, there's people on that plane, but like you can't take your eyes off it, so... Oh, and there's story. Well, I'm going to skip this because I don't want to do any spoilers, and, well, you know, we'll just... This is the very first mission. There's hardly any spoilers. So they just got off the train, they being, the former Type 95 and 97, Diane and Zhengyu, and then their new friend, so... Hopefully this is not a super long cutscene, because I don't want to... This is a little disappointing. I thought we were getting the new version of this event, or like a rewritten version, but there's no voices in this. Big sad. I was hoping that they had recorded the voice acting, but... So, yeah, long story short is, they show up on the train here. The city gets attacked, and they're just kind of passing through, and the local police are like, hey, we know that you have guns, and you have authorization to have guns and fire control modules, so... What if we bribed you, and by bribed you, I mean politely asked you to help us out? So that's kind of what that mission was, so. And so now they're probably going to get more missions. They're probably going to be like, wow, you're so good at fighting. How about you help us again? Blah, blah, blah. We know bad things outside the wall do not leave the safety of the city. Bojums. Blah, 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 blah. More elids sneaking in. What more could you ask for? Just saying, if you're going to build a wall, you think the first thing you would do is, like, make sure that it's kind of, like, elid proof. You know, just a suggestion. Oh, but I bet you it's a plot. I bet you it's not an elid that's smashing holes in the walls. I bet you it's some terrorist organization from some religious cult that may or may not be fond of the color white. a little shake. This is familiar to someone that we all know. Last time, uh-oh. The past. We don't talk about what happened 10 years ago. Yeah, that's like the AI version of saying you're smooth-brained. Your logic pathways are simple. my gosh. See, I guess this is what I was worried about. I'm like, man, this is going to be a quick little cutscene at the end, right? But here we are. We're deep in it. But now, like I said, now it's the lost time fallacy. I've wasted this much time of the stream already just clicking through this, so now I'm just going to keep going until we make it to the end. How could it be the same, I wonder? Okay, cool. Finally done with the cutscene. So we're gonna go to stuff that's not related to the event because I don't want the stream to just be me clicking through dialogue all day. And this is not really worth gameplay because these things are like level, what, 15? What's the hardest that it gets in the normal modes? 25, yeah, so. Not really worth our time to do that, but we are going to do... what can we do? That's a good question. So they closed all the... I missed my chance last week. I should have done Endless Protocol on stream because I did that... Or Endless Projection or whatever it was called. I did that after stream on Saturday or whatever last week, and it was actually pretty good. They had some relatively, I don't want to say difficult fights. The last fight wasn't really like complex. It was just like a big old DPS check, but it was interesting. It was different, right? And at least the enemies were like relatively max level. So, but so right now the challenge mode's not open for this. Endless Projection is closed. Gunsmoke Frontline is also closed for another day, so we don't really have a whole lot to do on tonight's Frontline Friday, or Friday Night Frontline, I guess is the official name. Yeah, so I want to do the... I'm going to do this off stream. Mr. J, thank you for your question. Yeah, I'm going to do this off stream to speed through the story here, just because there's a lot of dialogue, and I actually do enjoy reading the dialogue. But I will try and dump these tickets before tonight, so... Because I think does the last mission give you 2, as usual? Yeah, it does give you 2, so I'll have 8, and I'll just dump those real quick before reset. Stay up late, so... But other than that, it's going pretty good. But yeah, like I said, unfortunately, I really wanted to show some of the harder stuff, but there's not a lot. So I think we're just going to go and do... some... This is called hard mode, but once again, these enemies are at level 44, so we're just gonna jump in here and do these real quick. I put out the little preview / demo video of Diane yesterday, and let's go ahead and swap her for Total. So we're just gonna kind of mess around with her and just test some stuff. She's been actually really fun. I've been having so much fun just like clicking and going like a billion squares around the map and like doing laps around people. Yeah, the last 2 missions for the story mode don't seem too difficult, so, but they so they're just the story is just time consuming. Like I said, not a bad thing. I enjoy the story. It's just that I don't want to do it on stream. I did that for the first couple streams when I first when the game first came out. Like the first day, I was like streaming it like at server launch, and it just it was like a 3-hour video, and I was only done with like chapter 2 because I sit there and like I read all the dialogue and have a good time. So, but I don't want to bore people because I know some people actually want to see like gameplay. So, what can we do? Wow, this is a lot of enemies. They're all really weak, I'm sure, but let's just run laps around people. Yeah, I've been noticing that too. So Jay was saying that Chapter 8 hard mode seems really tailored towards high movement. I was noticing that even in the normal modes. Like I noticed that they kind of split some of the maps so that on like one side of the map they really wanted someone with like crazy huge amounts of mobility to go run, press a switch, and then go, you know, whatever, swing all the way back around to evacuate or something. So let's see if we can. So what's the objectives? I don't even know. Kill the toads, kill everything. Easy. We're gonna. Do I kill this thing? I don't know. We'll just try this real quick. Yeah, so I figured I'd crit. So that's always deceiving, right? Because it shows you the like estimate of like how much damage you're gonna do, but they don't ever account for the huge amount of crit. And just for fun, we're gonna come like all the way back here. I don't know, Tololo. You just go do your thing. Jesus Christ, how many targets? These bugs are so annoying. We're gonna kill them. Up. Double turn. I think this switches them. Yeah. Oh, that's what I should have seen. This is what happens. I'll do it next turn. Diane should have walked over here, pressed the switch so that these are on my team, but I'm talking and playing at the same time and not paying attention, so. Will this trigger a chain reaction of the bugs? No, it will not. Big sad. Can Sumi kill it? She cannot. Big sad. Guess that means I gotta... Ooh, and Macchiato can't either. Yes, she can. I lied. That feels bad, but these things are just so annoying because they just like run up and they look like they're far away, but their explosions have like an obnoxious range. That should hit all of it. Jay, have you finished the newest Chapter 8 story? Tolo's getting kind of slapped around up there. He spit on me. That's so rude. I'm getting toaded. Or thoated. I'm getting thoated. Run over here. Press this button. Now we have friends. Really? This is cover? Really? Alright, well, I could do this. Well, I guess we'll just... Do these guys even... Can you even ignore cover? Yeah, it doesn't say ignores cover. So we'll just have you be over here. Yeah, it's the same thing as me, Jay. I had heard online someone had mentioned that there's like big spoilers from Chapter 8 if you were to just do the Diane event like straight away. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll speedrun the Chapter 8 and then I'll do Diane after, and I can do that all tonight, hopefully. So. But yeah, that's gonna be after stream tonight because like I said, I don't want to make people watch me watch the cutscenes. Man, so many Thoads to pick from. I should be paying attention. I need to kill a certain amount of these in like turn 1 or 2. Also, she doesn't have a shield, so I probably shouldn't be standing there. It's okay. Macchiato's gonna cover my ass. And we did get it. Okay. Like, look at this. Like, it's just... It's so much movement. You know, I don't even probably need to ult him, yeah. What is the crit chance? 87? Surely I won't miss this crit. Oh my god. Well, whatever. It'd be like that. Surely. 87% chance you won't like not crit. I guess this would be the smart thing. Secure the kill on this little Thoad over here. Yeah. I'm feeling you, Jay. This week, while I don't have any children myself, this week has just been like everyone decided, and not just people, like every game as well, decided that they wanted to release content like this week. We got this game, we got, for those of you who play other Gotcha Games Honkai Star Rail released a big patch this week. Project NeuroCloud released their third major event in a row. I'm just like, guys, can you please just chill? Like, I'm always adamant about, like, you know, they should catch up the English servers to the Chinese servers. Like, that's always been a pet peeve of mine, to be so far behind. But, like, this is not the way you do it. You don't have to do non-stop 3 events in a row, especially when, for Project NeuroCloud at least, the Chinese servers have nothing being released. It'd be nice just maybe at least 1 week. Just 1 week break, but... to do... Oh, that's interesting. They're disappearing as I use them? Which now means I have to take another turn. Although I guess I could have shot this guy to get a bonus turn, but there's not a turn limit, so... Or I wasn't above it, I should say. Alright, what do we got here? Another... This map looks familiar. You know, we're gonna split this. We're gonna have Diane and... Oh, only one can go up. Because this elevator is gonna activate, and then everyone else is gonna be stuck on the floor. Part of me wants Macchiato to go up there. Doesn't really matter because I outlevel these dudes. I don't need that much movement to press this button. Press it again. Dump him. Come on. Come on! Is it because there's someone... I think it's because there's an enemy underneath it. Like, it won't let me drop it. We can actually test that theory. If I can get an angle on this guy. We shoot him. I'll get my 6 movement. I can come back over here, press it, and now that there's no underneath it. Yeah, there we go. Now we dropped him. And we'll just hang out. If this guy tries to come around, he's gonna get shot because she has her counter attack active. Because, oh my god, I'm in activate. It's supposed to be end turn. I don't know. Tololol, what do you want to do? You can't get flanking shots on anybody, so you're just gonna be over here and just double turn your way to victory. Oh, you're a hunter, huh, Jay? Funny you should say that. My brother is actually hunting tomorrow. Yeah, I believe this is the last weekend of deer season, so. At least for him, that's what he was telling me. I don't know if it's the same in all states or what the deal is, but around here it's the last weekend, I think. Yeah, I don't play any of the units on auto. It's weird. It's like, I know that there's people who... Ooh, I don't want this guy to move, so I have to shoot him. I played myself there. I dumped him on the floor, but then he's like kind of in the way, so I gotta kill him. But yeah, I don't play any of the units on autoplay. It's weird because I know that I've heard people complain about that before. Like, they've complained about, like, the units not being good on autoplay. Not for this game, but for other games. They're like, oh, this unit is really crap on autoplay. Like, you know, it's not that great of a pull. And I'm just like... I'm like, that actually, like, a concern for people? I don't know. Let's go here. Shoot that. Yeah, he's, I think he's doing bow hunting. Because it's the same thing. I'm pretty sure, I think rifle season's over. at least around here. But I think he said it's the last weekend of bow season too. Can't get a double turn, so we're just going to... Can I crack anybody's stability? I can. Because I'm going to let Macchiato kill this guy right next to us here. Assuming that the turn order doesn't go all wacky, he's going to try and take action. Macchiato is going to kill him. And then, I don't know, Diane, what do you want to do? If you do this, are you going to blow yourself up? Is it a 3x3? No, it's just right around it. Perfect. This is the kind of fun stuff you can do with Diane. It's like, I don't want to stand here and end my turn here because, like, this guy would have a good angle. Especially if he, like, just walked one over to this spot and shot me. But because she's going to get a bunch of free movement at the end of the turn, I don't want to accidentally not crit, so we'll do overkill on this. Even though, like I said, I have like a 90% chance. You saw what happened last time. So because she's going to get the extra movement, I can like move back around the corner here and like be super safe. See, now this guy. Oh, I forgot all about this guy. I walked right past him. I wasn't even paying attention. So yeah, the turn order got all sorts of disasters, but like I said, these guys are pretty low level, so it don't matter. Kasumi will have another shield here, yeah. Let's play the game like a smart person would, instead of just being an absolute disaster. Let's do this, because I want all these guys to have implanted ice weakness. Tololol is... She would get another turn if her abilities weren't both on cooldown. So I think she's just gonna come to here and help Diane up top. Can I kill him? No, I will. Yes, I will, because when I do this, I'm going to get pitch perfect, which will give me a ton of extra stability break. Yeah, and that'll crack the stabilities, and it'll be a stability collapse because he's exploited. So the only thing I have to worry about, though, is will this guy... Well, let's just do this. Actually, do I even need to... I want to do this because then I'll have 3 permanent stacks of tuning. Yeah, the question is, what is this guy doing? He can come over here and shoot me. I think this is the smarter move. Yeah. If he walks up next to her to take a shot, she's got 3 stacks of permanent tuning now, so it'll trigger her interception ability, which hopefully should kill him. He's only got 2,000 life, 1,800. She is the only one that hasn't gone yet. Let's play it safe. A little overkill, but there we go. That's how I expected it to go last turn. And he outsmarted me. He's like, "What if I just walk behind this cover, and then I won't die?" Touche. Unitas 039. Touche. Oh, who's the boss of this? Oh no, it's not the twins again. Oh man. I did the oh my gosh, I will get the names right eventually one day. Was it expansion drill? I did the expansion drill last week because it was like about to end. And the final like whatever level 10 or whatever it was the twins. And it was interesting because of the map layout they had, but man, those dudes were thick. It took me... I got it on the first try, but something went wrong. I don't remember if, like... Something got messed up on the last turn, and I failed one of the objectives. I want to say it was, like, the one where nobody dies. I think somebody got pulled into a pit or something. Like, on the guy had, like, 10 HP, and it was, like, he took one action and did, like, the little move where he pulls everyone closer, and I had... Anyway, long story short, I had to restart it. I had to do it twice, but, man, those dudes were thick. Let's... I want Macchiato up here. And once again, Diane is going to run and press the switch. And then probably also... Dude, she's like Sonic the Hedgehog. She gets so much movement. Like it's like they almost need to make maps that are bigger for her just to utilize how much movement she gets. I think we'll just kill this dude. Yeah, just kill this dude next to us and get comfy. I even need to do that. I do actually need to do that. Come to there, get comfy. Tololo, you know what, Tololo, you can also come have fun. Because you can slingshot yourself across this bridge. Oh, I think I'm one square short, aren't I? 2 squares short. Well... YOLO. She'll have a shield at the end of the turn, so won't matter too much. Let's do that one. Let's come up here and do this. And we'll just put this right there. What does this guy do? I don't even remember. He does nothing fancy. Yeah, he just does this drain willpower and yeah, explosions. Nothing important. Okay. Yeah, they have these like random elite enemies every now and then, but they're not strong enough to really matter right now. That's a lot of guys. Where can I stand, which is safe? Safe-ish. Let's just have her dump a bunch of damage. Ooh, she won't kill him. Kind of want that guy to die in 1 hit so I don't have to waste multiple actions. Oh, and he blows up. What is counterattack? Oh, this guy is counterattacking me? So I gotta kill him. Alright, this is the plan. Run up here, kill this guy. You gotta like dissect these enemies in order. Okay, so now he can't counterattack. Now Sumi can come to here. Sumi can just shoot this guy for funsies. But mostly she's out of the way so that when Macchiato crits this guy, surely she'll crit. She did. There we go. When he blows up, Sumi's not sitting next to him. Okay, cool. We made it work. And then these guys are just gonna die. I'm not sure what supply missions you're talking about, Jay. Oh, you must be talking about for the event, the Diane event. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to complain that there's no difficult content because I know I'm not the average player, so I'm a little ahead of people. And I'm not trying to like, you know, like, oh no. Oh, when did she take so much damage? When did that happen? I wasn't even paying attention. I don't want to complain and be like, oh yeah, dude, oh, I breezed through the game, I you know, no-lifed it, and now there's nothing for me to do. That is not what I am complaining about. I don't wanna be like that. It just is hard whenever I wanna, because I know there's people who are like for example, when I was like doing I got Diane the other day, I like streamed like the rules, and I'm like, oh cool, I'm gonna take this unit for a test drive so I can like, you know, show people what she does. And I was like trying to find like a good map to use her on, and I'm like none of the enemies are really like tough enough to really show what she does, right? Like, I mean, everything is a one-shot, and it's like, well, that's fun to watch. It's also, like, not really representative of the characters. So it's like, you know, if you're really on the fence about, like, do I get this character or not? Oh, man, I need to move, right? Because I got to evacuate? Yeah, let's... And I click today. Let's have you kill him, and then you can just walk over there. But yeah, it's like, I don't want, like, people to get, like, the wrong impression of characters, because I see that in other games, right? Especially gacha games, because people always, especially people on YouTube who want to, like, make the good old clickbait, they always, you know, they always have one of those clickbait titles like XYZ is broken, question mark, meta defining, question mark. And it's like, you know, they always, like, take the newest, fanciest character and they'll just show it in the most, like, stacked scenario. And then, like, so people who are on the fence are like, oh wow, this character's, like, really good. And then they grab the character and then, like, you know, they start using them in everyday situations and they're like, oh, I was lied to. Let's see. So yeah, I rerolled hard and have the same issues. I saw content creators show off the challenge modes on a test server and it was level 60 stage. Yeah, I would imagine it was. Even the last one, for the last event, I think they capped out at level 50. But I think the devs changed that because we're getting them in a different order, right? So my understanding was that the die-in event that's out right now was the very first event that the Chinese servers had. So we're getting them kind of in, like, a reverse order. So, but yeah, I'm sure that they just edited the levels of the bosses. So people should be getting close to level 60 now. Yeah, I can check my friends list. Yeah, look at it. Like, a lot of people are 60. First couple guys on here, 60, 60, 60. A lot of mid 50s and high 50s. Okay, maybe not as many 60s as I thought. But they're out there. And these people on my friends list are just, like, random people who have asked me to... Either I knew them... Some of these guys I were friends with in GFL1. So I just, like, put my my notice up and I'm like, hey, if you guys want to hit me up. But a lot of those are just random people. Probably people who saw a video of mine and saw me flash my UID, which I don't know if I can show it, but I'll show it after this if anyone wants to add me. So, what do I got to do here? Eliminate the burr. Type 3. Is this guy? This guy. Oh, I lied. Just 39s. Him and him. And him. You can run up there. Yeah, that sounds like a job for Diane. We'll have... Yeah, that's water weakness over there. Okay, we got it all planned out. Yeah, you know, it's funny you say that. I rewatched the Nemesis guide the other day that I had made. And I actually was like, I was kind of cringing at my own video because I'm like, this is, like, so low quality. It's just me literally talking. And I didn't even have it planned out. I just kind of, like, went through the character as I was, like, looking at different things. Like, I had, like, an idea of, like, what I wanted to talk about, but I didn't have it, like, written down and planned out in any way. So this is super dangerous what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it. As long as I don't aggro all this over here, I should be fine. She's gonna take a little bit of heat, but once again, I'm hoping the counterattacks will just delete some people. If I just evacuate her, well, it won't let me. So it's like, she runs up on turn 1, she's like, peace out, guys. It's now a 3v5. Or however many there are here. Yeah, let's just end right next to this guy. I like getting real comfy with guys like that. Oh, I played myself. Well, we're gonna see how this goes. We can always rewind. But yeah, I was, like, rewatching my Nemesis video, and I'm like, man, this isn't even, like... Whoa. Sorry, I just moved my... I have it in windowed mode. I gotta... Just, like, minimized it and made it all goofy. There we go. It's like, the information was good. like when I was rewatching it, I'm like, yeah, these are good points to bring up, but like the presentation was like really poor, and I also like noticed that I just sat there and I just talked about a lot of nonsense for, well, it wasn't nonsense, but I was like, I just yapped a lot, you know, like I get it. I don't think anyone wants to sit and watch a 45-minute video of me like talk about every little thing. Sometimes that's helpful for people. Sometimes it's not. What if I can't get to this square? I want to get to this square right here so I can have cover from this direction and from the right side, because this one little guy I know is going to shoot me. But it can't be done, so unless I was smart and I went here, can I still kill him in one hit? Yes, okay. Oh my gosh, misclick. Yeah, I'll flash my UID at the end here. You can borrow my units. I have Nemesis on permanent loan just as like kind of a tribute. She's essentially been instantly power creep by Macchiato, which was unfortunate, right? Because like when I was first like prepping that guide, I'm like, oh yeah, like this is gonna be a great free-to-play sniper for a very long time. I'm like, people will get lots of use out of her. Oh, Diane's in trouble. I went a little too deep. Oh, nice, this guy didn't attack. He's just gonna menacingly look at me. But yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, free-to-play sniper. I'm like, this is just gonna be good for like long time period. Like it's just gonna be a solid choice, right? And then the very next day after I released that guide, they're like, character preview Macchiato, and I'm like, and I wasted my time. That's okay, because I still like her playstyle. Can I? Yeah, that's gross. Well, because she can't crit with this attack, so I know this is not going to crit and kill him. Oh well, it is what it is. How many times does this guy do that? Doesn't show. Interesting. Do I even need to do that ability? I don't. Because once again, I have a huge crit chance. But why not? There is a valid reason, because 3, 4. No, I can. So when she does an attack, since he's not getting cover, she's going to get a Confectance point, so that'll put her at 4. But she's going to spend a Confectance point to do the attack, so she'll go back down to 3. But that's okay, because at the start of turn, she also gets 1, so next turn I can... excuse me. I can use the Harmony ability here, so it'll work out. I didn't want to spend the Confectance. Yes, so she went back up to 3 here. I didn't want to spend the Confectance and then be like, oopsies, not enough to do it next turn. So, Tolo, you're just gonna get grenade launched. Sorry, there's not really much I can do about that. At 6 turns, yeah, we're just gonna have to make a break for it. I mean, Diane's got so much movement, she can... Let's do it just for fun, right? We're gonna run down, turn the grenade launchers off, run all the way around. Oh, she doesn't have anyone to attack, so she still would... If there was someone to attack, she could then get all the way back to her original spot. And now I know why her outfit is blue. Right? She got like all these blue accents on her, white and blue. It's because she's actually Sonic the Hedgehog. That's really what they were trying to go for. It's so weird because in GFL1 she was like, you know, backline AR, and she didn't. I guess you can go in the back, so me. She wasn't like, you know, you think like the mobile units are like submachine guns, handguns, right? In GFL1, and then in Project Neurocloud you think like she was a sniper class in that. So it's so weird to have her be a Vanguard in this and like be super speedy. Okay, let me go and flash my UID. There it is, 11061. I think that means I was the 1061st person to log in after the servers went live, because I think it started at 10,000. So there were 1,000 plus people who had much faster clicker fingers than I did. I was there, Gandalf. I was there three months ago. Wasn't even 3 months ago. It was like a month, 1 month and a couple weeks ago. And yeah, if anyone has any like specific units, this goes for people who watch this video as well, and this VOD in the future. If you want to borrow any units in particular, just shoot me a message with the little in-game message thingy here. Just shoot me a message and be like, yo, I want to borrow your XYZ for testing reasons. I put Diane on just because I figured, once again, people would want to test her out. I could move... I don't really have anyone special else to... Like, that's a limited character. Everyone knows what Macchiato does at this point, so I don't feel like she's really necessary to put up there. The reason I say that is just because I got stomped so many times in PvP by, like... high-end macchiatos. The real PvP mode, this military simulation one. That was a nightmare. I did not have fun doing that. One and their mother had like segment 2 and higher macchiatos along with like her max calibrated, well, not max calibrated weapon. One guy did. One guy actually, like the very first match I did was segment 6 calibration rank 5 weapon. I think it goes up to 5. So yeah, that was not fun. Needless to say, that guy beat me. Even the AI using his units poorly smashed my face in. I really do like these bosses, the plural version of them. I do like this boss a lot because it has such a unique mechanic. I am a little tired of fighting them because I've fought them so many times now. And I kind of wish they'd show up in the story. Right? Like, I thought chapter 8, they were going to, like, introduce, like, where these two dudes came from, but, like, they just keep kind of, like, they're just like, hey, he's here. And, yeah. Deal with it. Do I have to get to a specific spot? No, this is mirrored map. Okay. This is the spinny guy. Stay away from him. This is the jumpy guy. I don't think this is going to matter. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to, like, two-shot these dudes. Cool intro too. Bellator. Out of curiosity. Oh, well. If I was to come here and he wouldn't get cover. Alright, so... Is that with his... Yeah. With his 80% damage reduction, he's still gonna get chunked. Alright, so yeah, these guys are gonna, like, just fall apart. This won't be a very long battle. Normally I like to create a safe side, right? Like, if I was tryharding this, I would, like, clear out all these units on this side so that this side of the map I wouldn't be getting shot in the back the whole time, but I don't think it's gonna matter. We'll do it anyway. He's gonna stand in spot, spin to win. Or no, he's gonna move and spin to win. This guy's gonna, what, throw something furthest? Yeah, whatever. Let's go ham, kill this guy in the back. I didn't have Diane when I did this last week. I said for the, I keep forgetting what that version of the game mode is. But when I was fighting them on the expansion or whatever I can't remember what they're called, but whatever they're called, I was fighting him, and I'm like, man, I kind of do wish I had a character with high movement. It would really make kiting this guy really easy. It's like sometimes you want to be kind of close to him because they do the near far thing. I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk not critting and ruining my plan. Yeah, Diane would make this fight a lot easier because she'll be able to just be wherever she needs to be. Sumi, I guess you can just be right here. So if I was really tryharding, I wouldn't stand there because this guy's gonna walk up and he'll be within spin range, but yeah, it's too close. But like I said, these guys don't do enough damage. Alright. We will just delete this guy in one turn now. Yeah. You're supposed to kill them at about the same rate. For anyone who's never done this fight, you're supposed to keep their health within 30% of each other, because if they switch between the two turns, they will they'll heal a bunch and then they'll get real mad. But we are going to brute force this. Can I do it without? Can I just? No, I'll probably need both of them. Yeah, because I don't want to do it that way. Nope, I lied. And we're gonna move away from this guy because he's gonna enrage now and he's gonna move a lot faster. But as long as he doesn't one-shot everybody, which I don't think he will. Yeah, another way to cheese this fight relatively easily is bring Groza and or Sumi. Sometimes both. And then you can just like make his movement so incredibly low. Like if I had Groza here, she could do her suppression ability and put his mobility to 0. And so he would literally just sit here in one spot. And as long as Sumi kept putting the ice underneath him, he would never move. But we're just gonna do this and be done. All right, well, we got through all those and we still got about, I think we'll go for another 12 minutes or so. I don't want to go too late because, like I said, there's not a whole ton to show off today, and I kind of want to, secretly, I kind of want to just play the story. Do these get hard? Okay, almost. We'll do 1 or 2 more of these. Yeah, so this is the kind of map I was talking about earlier for chapter 8, right? Like they want you to go to like literally opposite parts of the map to press switches, and it's like, guess who's really good at doing that? Capture enemy control points. Okay, so yeah, she's gonna come over here, press this. Are these 3 different ones, or is this one big one? This might be 3 different ones. Find out. Yeah, this looks good. Actually, we're gonna have Macchiato go here, and Tolo go. Well, no, I won't, because there's no water weakness on that side, and there's no there's one water weakness in the back. I'm overthinking this. She is gonna zoom here, press this button, which block them from coming up here, so it's gonna funnel them around like that. And I think she is just going to, I think we're just gonna get Izzy over on this side. Alright, so they're finally getting to the point where I don't auto one-shot them, so I do actually need to crit now. How far do these guys go? So I can come back to right here and be safe. Macchiato, you can come to here. That's a little dangerous, but I believe in you. I believe in you because Tolo's probably gonna pick off these front 2 guys here, so she'll only be attacked from these. Or maybe I want her to... Nah, let's just do that. Nope, and I misclicked. But it worked out. I was supposed to alt there instead of use the basic attack, but it worked out. And then Sumi, you just come up here and do what you do best. Let's put it so that the ice is... probably doesn't matter. We'll just do this. And yeah, I'll accept your friend request here in a minute, Jay. That was rude. Okay. Ooh. Actually gonna live. It's because she's not on the ice tile. I was off by 1. Let's have you come here, kill this guy. Start working towards that extra turn of yours. Who wants to die? Sure. We'll have her work on the stability here. Because I don't think she's going to kill any of those other 3. Diane, you do what you do best. Actually, I want permanent tuning. This is like overkill, but... So the reason I want permanent tuning is... when you use her ult, it clears all of her stacks, right? And if she's going to be at 4 the next turn, she'll have the Harmony, enough Confectants to use Harmony. So it's like, you kind of want to like use all of the stacks with your ult, so that when you Harmony, you'll be at like 6-ish, so that Harmony or her ult will go on like 0 turn cooldown again. So it's like you kind of like want to alternate between the 2. Okay, so this is just 1. It's weird that they split it up into 3 tiles like that. Miss Niter, I don't know where you went to combat class at Paradeus, but that is not the side of the cover you want to be on. You know, just saying. Let's do that. I mean, you know, it's a free country, man. You can do whatever you want. If you want to be on this side of the cover, that's all you. I'm just, you know, I would not recommend it, because this is what's gonna happen. Oh, I didn't crit? That's so rude. This is so ridiculous. Like, Diane's in like a totally different part of the map, and then she's like, oh wait, there's someone alive? Okay, I'll just come on all the way over here to kill him. So we'll use the Harmony buff just to get a ton of stacks, right? Now she's got 2 permanent and 4 normal, several of which just came from her ability. And so now if I was to ult again, we're almost at the point now where we can just be like, the ult will always be on 0 turn cooldown from when she uses it. But these guys actually are not that tough, so we'll do it. We'll just do that real quick. But yeah, I do find it funny that like she's like on the other side of the map and she's like, oh yeah, well there's no one to kill over here, and then I guess I'll grab this objective. Why not? Yeah, she's a lot of fun. It's weird to me to see people, because I kind of lurk in the main like the main Discord channel for the game, right? And I kind of like lurk in like the frequently asked questions and the like the help areas. Even the general chat I kind of peek in every now and then, although that tends to be just a shit show, people just memeing the whole time. But the help channel usually is pretty straightforward. But there's so many people that give like mixed info in that channel. It's kind of weird. It's like you have all these people just spouting stuff that they've just arbitrarily come across online. And then you have everybody else trying to correct them constantly. Let's do... Yeah, I want... Tolo's gonna... She's gonna shoot up right through the middle, I think. Actually, no. She's gonna come this way with Diane. Can I get to around him? I cannot. Oh well, we'll try it. So yeah, the help channel is always kind of a mess, but I've seen people like talking about like, oh, Diane, like, oh, not a very good character, you know. And I just, it really does make me wonder. Yeah, I mean, I understand they see things online, right? They'll see like a tier list or something online, and so they'll just like kind of like, you know, why would people go on the internet and just lie, right? Like, it's that problem. Like, surely nobody would just go, I need to move Tolo before I do that, otherwise she's gonna lose the shield early. But yeah, it's that famous old thing. It's just like, well, just because someone says it on the internet, it's like doesn't necessarily make it true. And that goes for me too, right? If I ever say something stupid, feel free to correct me, and hopefully I won't. Where can I stand where I won't aggro those back three? I want to stand where the switch is, but oh, that was not the right play. Put those back down. Let's just go right here. The spookiest ones are where someone with a V6, I'm assuming you mean segment 6. I know that's the abbreviation that they use, but I'm going to, just for consistency, say segment 6 so everyone knows what we're talking about. Seeing people with a unit, a segment 6, who asks how to play them, what gear, what keys. Yeah, I see that a lot too, and not just in this game. I see that in other games too. Like I said, Honkai Star Rail is another one that I've seen a decent amount in, and I almost kind of understand that, because it's like they just play the game and they're having a good time, and like they just, you know, I don't know. I don't want to rag on them too much, because it's like. But it is weird, right? It's like you do kind of think that like, well, maybe they would have like done a little bit of research before they went all deep, because like, what if that character sucked ass, right? Like I guess that's the point, right? If you're spending that much money on the character, you probably don't care, right? Like you either just want the character for you know, because you like the character, or because like, I don't know, somebody else told you to get it and you just have a lot of money and you don't, whatever. But yeah, you do kind of think like, oh yeah, you would just expect like, you know, they would carefully weigh their options, I guess is the best way to put it. Okay, so now we're gonna go. This is a weird bug that I've noticed. I don't know if this is intended or not, but like when a switch is next to a piece of cover and like you're standing, even if there was like an enemy right here where I have Diane selected, the game won't let you walk through the switch. I noticed this as well. Like, so this guy is blocking this square. Like, you think you'd just be able to walk right on over the switch, but you can't. And maybe that's intended. I don't know. Another cool thing about Diane is because her movement is split, right? Like, it kind of sucks that I'm gonna get to miss out on all the movement back here, but she will get to, assuming I can correct this guy's stability, which I don't know if I can actually. I'm talking, but I'm not thinking. Yeah, I actually can't crack his stability. But anyway, if I was able to kill him, I could kill him and then move, right? Because now he's out of the way. So I think this is just unfortunately where we're going to be at. I think he's just, yeah. It is what it is. Tolo can't stand out in the open, though. That's going to be a problem. Yeah, actually, let's swap. Because Diane's taking some stability damage. And she's kind of, despite the way she looks, she is not built that thick. She doesn't have a ton of HP. 2,800 versus... Oh, okay, maybe I lied. Sumi's a little more... Okay, I lied. I remember looking at her base stats and seeing her health, and her defense was like a good chunk lower than someone who like Tolo, who's just kind of like a stat block. this guy's got the wrong weakness types. My plan is in Shambles Tololo, you're just gonna have to tank the hits and cover. Sumi, help! Sumi, do something! Ew, this is a gross spot. I've misplayed this drastically. Macchiato got alert up for another turn. Okay, so Macchiato comes to here. She can't. These guys are not aggroed, so I'm not gonna... That will make them angry. Alright. We're gonna do mistakes into miracles. I try not to rewind too much on stream because I like to pretend like I know what I'm doing. But this turn was a whole disaster. So let's pretend we didn't do the turn like that. Let's get the camera oriented right. This is the correct way you do this turn. You have Macchiato come up here. Walk up to here. Do not aggro these guys, because we've already got a nice chunk of dudes to deal with over here. We'll kill this dude from across the map, and then that will allow Diane and Tolo to flank these guys and get shots off and kill them. So let's have actually Tolo go first. She can't quite get around. She can kill that guy, though. And then Diane can come to here, get a bunch of tuning, make sure that you're above 2 stacks because I do want her to counterattack one of these guys. And then who can I actually kill? Nobody, unless I crit like a god. Well, can I crit like a god? I can crit, but not like a god. So we're just going to sit here and plug up this hole, and she won't get cover because they'll probably just run to the side of her, but maybe Sumi can contribute? She cannot contribute? Whatever. That's still better than what I had done, the abomination of a turn that I took before this, so... Oh, that was so polite of them. Instead of, like, you know, killing me, they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna watch you. Let's do this correctly. This won't trigger any counterattacks from them. Sorry, I'm like busy doing this I'm like tryharding this mission so I don't make an ass of myself. But I was reading what you were saying, Jay, about the people who are talking about like Kurokai, and we've already, it's funny, we've come full circle. In Project NeuroCloud, like that was like a running joke. Oh, this is gonna aggro them all. That's so, why do you have to stand here? Oh, it is what it is. Can't be avoided any longer. But yeah, that was like a running joke in Project NeuroCloud if you played that, because same thing, right? It was like game came out a year after the CN servers, and so all the everybody like right. Let me think about this real quick so I get the timing right. Yeah, I think 416 HK 416 or Kurokai as she's now known as came out at the 1-year anniversary mark for China, which was about the exact same time that the English servers were getting released, right? So from literally day 1 of the English servers, I don't know how these guys didn't get aggro. They definitely said they were going to. And let me just check here. Investigate target within 4 turns. Oh yeah, Diane will... Within 4 turns? Yeah, she'll just run over here, tag it. She'll run over here, tag this real quick, and then run all the way back in 1 turn. It'll be great. But yeah, so from literally day 1, on the English servers, people were like, oh, what character should I get? This guy Aki, is he good? What about this Hubble character? And from day 1, everyone's like, bro, you're bricking your account if you don't start saving now for HK 416. Like, you gotta save for HK 416. And it's like, dude. And then like the counter argument to that from everyone was like, oh no, dude, 1-year anniversary, it's gonna be a year, you got a year to save. Don't worry about it. Well, they pranked everybody, and they released her at the 6-month anniversary instead of the 1-year anniversary. And then on top of that, it's like by the time she got released, there was already a new unit that everyone was like, oh, this unit power creeps her. So it was just like this funny, like, it was like this hilarious, to me it was hilarious, because like, you know, people are like, oh yeah, save for 416, and then it was like, ah, just kidding, you saved for 416 for 6 months. Congratulations. I just realized now, I don't know how I'm gonna get Macchiato all the way over here in like 3 turns. This was a trap to come up here. Is there 6-turn limit? Son of a... And I have to evacuate all units, don't I? See, I was talking and not thinking. Because this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm going to be 1 turn short. Oh, whatever. I'll fix it later. I don't want to bore you guys with this. Who needs to go? Assuming. But yeah, I can tell you right now, it's going to be the same thing. People are already talking about 416. And I've already heard similar talk of like these other teams, like, oh yeah, there's like this illustrious burn team that CN has, where it's like all the characters that have fire damage, plus Chongju with, I want to say, her 2nd or 3rd segment or something. And it's like, by the time we get all that stuff, either we'll get it out of order, so people will be mad because it won't add up to what they think it's going to be, or we're gonna, by the time we get it, there'll be a new, better team out there. So it's just really weird to me to have people always like giving advice like that, like, yeah, just don't play the game for 6 months and then have fun. Like, I don't know, that's just really weird advice to me. Okay, I think we're gonna stop there for the evening because I'm thinking too much and I'm not doing enough. So I'm gonna accept your friend request here. Oh, we got a couple friend requests. Thanks you, everyone. Add those to the pile. Like I said, if you have any specific units you want me to put up on my account here, I can swap them. So these are the ones I have relatively built from Krolik on up. I just don't have gear on them right now, which is why their scores are all real low. But I can level them if anyone really wants to try a specific character out. So I'm just reading the chat here. So yeah, Jay's asking about the half anniversary unit. So this time around, 416 was like the 6 month anniversary for GFL2. I would imagine she'll probably still be the 6 month anniversary as well, just because, yeah, they're tying it to story chapters now. And in addition to that, it's like, I don't know how much they usually want it to be like a big celebration, right? Because it's like whenever you have like a really popular character, you kind of want to hit like a big like celebratory note, right? Either a 1 year or a 6 month or whatever. So I don't think they're just going to be like, oh hey, it's the 3 month anniversary, let's have a party and we'll release 416 early. I expect her to be the 6 months still, but I wouldn't think too much about what chapter she's tied to, because like I said, in NeuroCloud they didn't follow the story at all. Like, there were characters showing up in the story that weren't released, or vice versa, right? They would release characters and their event would be like 3 or 4 patches down the line. So they kind of just threw all that out the window, which is, to me, another argument as to why you should keep the servers synced up. I don't think anyone at Mika's ever going to listen to me. But that's just, you know, I've been a big adamant fan of, like, you got to get the servers synced up. Like, I know I was complaining earlier about, like, Project NeuroCloud just doing nonstop major events. I think that's just because they have some, I don't know what they're doing over there. I'm not even going to try and guess what they're doing, but I really do feel like there's got to be a nice sweet spot of, like, if we're going to be a little bit behind the CN servers, that's fine, but, like, having us be a year behind is kind of, it just kills the hype, right? Like, it kills the hype for the game because you know what's coming. It reduces the amount, it reduces, like, creativity, right? People are not going to try different teams, they're not going to try different strategies, they're just going to use hand-me-down stuff from the CN servers. And then you're going to have constantly people, I don't want to say one-upping is the right word, but, like, correcting each other, right? Like, you know, people will be like, oh man, I got this new character, Diane, she's a lot of fun, look at, and then someone's gonna like butt into the conversation, be like, yeah, she sucks, bro, tier 2, not good, falls off in about a month, you're an idiot for pulling on her. And it's like, and let the guy have some fun, you know? And it's like, in addition to that, they're not always right, you know? They'll come in and say the character's bad, and it's like, they're not really bad, it's just the Chinese servers value different things. So I don't know, that's my little rant. I'm not gonna go into it again because, like I said, I could do like a whole 1 hour stream where I sit and talk about why I think the different release schedule is not a good thing. But I really do hope that they catch us up. Be good for them financially too, because then people would be more inclined to buy stuff. They wouldn't have like 6 months to. I know that's the big argument against it. People don't want it because they want time to save up for the characters that they know are coming up. But yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, that's gonna be the stream for tonight. I don't think I'm gonna do another stream till next week. Probably just gonna do the story, yeah, the time limited story here, the Diane event, and then I think next week what we're gonna do for Friday is we're gonna do the expansion drill. I'm gonna power through this because usually level 10 is level, they're like the enemies, or stage 10, the enemies are level 65, so they're pretty good content to fight against. So oh, and actually I think we'll have Gunsmoke Frontline up too. Maybe I will do, because this will be the first week that or the first time for Gunsmoke Frontline that a lot of people will be level 60 and actually able to fight. I guess I can't preview it right now, but they'll be able to fight the weekly boss instead of just doing that one stage over and over again. They'll be able to do the Gunsmoke Frontline punching bag boss as for scoring points. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that in another day or two. We'll see. I got another meme video or two I want to put out, and then I also would like to put out a semi-serious. I'm gonna try to do 5-minute guides. I think that's the nice sweet spot, is because I was looking up like what other content creators were doing for GFL2 as far as like guides, and there's definitely some good ones out there, but some of them were like suffering from what I caught myself doing, which was like a 25-minute video where they talk about literally everything, and I'm like, okay, I think what people actually want is a quick, use this weapon, use this fixed key, you know, and then maybe an example of how to do the unit. Because that's another thing I've noticed, is nobody does any examples in game of how to use the units, and I think that's a big miss. So that's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and be that niche. I'm gonna be that niche guy. I'm gonna slide into that spot and do like 5-minute guides where I show like the basic rundown of the character and how to use them. So anyway, look forward to more in the next week. Thanks everyone for coming into the stream. We actually have people watching the stream live today, which is pretty awesome. Normally it's just me talking to myself, so this is a nice change of pace. So once again, here is my commander ID if anyone wants to add me in the future, if you watch this video on VOD or something. So other than that, you guys have fun with the Diane event, and I will catch you in the next one.